Today is day 2 of the 15-day video challenge that I am partaking in. Today's topic is things you are grateful for. One of the biggest things that I'm grateful for is my family. My parents have given me one of the best environments that I think that they could have given me for growing up. They've supported me in each of my endeavors and always tried to push me to do the best that I could do in any situation. They've tried to make both myself and my brother as well-rounded as they could have. They've pushed us to learn and grow and just accept people for who they are. They've taught me to appreciate people for who they are. They've kind of guided my growing up, so I kind of learned things on my own as I grew up, and I feel more confident in my own choices because of that. I don't necessarily think things just because my parents think them. Because of this, I've had an extremely positive outlook on life and know that there are just so many factors that can influence things. And just don't sweat the small stuff, that kind of sort of thing, that things get better overall. I'm also thankful for my brother, because without having somebody else to share these growing up experiences, I don't know if I'd be the same person that I am today. We've had many fights together, and fortunately none of them escalated to the point of hard violence. I mean, we've had some punches thrown, but nothing too bad. But we've both kind of grown up past that, and we know that we're family no matter what, just because we've shared these experiences. And I wouldn't trade any of that for the world. As well as my parents, both sets of my grandparents have been very supportive of all of my pursuits. My grandmother on my mother's side is one of my biggest fans, and she constantly texts me or calls and sends me letters just to check up on me and make sure that I'm doing well, not just in school, but just in life in general. And last semester, when I had hurt my leg in a bike accident, she and my grandfather actually came down just to take care of me. And not that I necessarily needed that, it was extremely helpful. That overt expression of how much I am loved and supported just meant so much to me, that they would take time out of retirement to come and take care of me in a time of relative need, that I may get better and go past this to continue doing well. And because of that, I've tried to make them proud every day of my life. I'm also extremely grateful for the friends that I've made throughout the years. Growing up, I found myself in different social circles depending on what group of friends I was with, and I've loved every friendship that I've made through it. Since coming down to Austin, I've made terrific friendships. One of my favorite stories about going down to Austin was how before orientation started, I was determined to make friends and just kind of stick with those friendships, just to expand my social network, because I didn't want to be stuck with just people from my hometown. So while waiting in line, I was trying to devise ways to meet people. It wasn't until I got to the front of the registration line that I actually made a move to make some sort of friendship. And now, thinking back about it, if I had not made that move, then I would not be friends with one of my best and first friends that I met at Austin. I am also grateful for the fact that I am living this moment in time right now, that I've had the privilege of growing up in a first world country where my major concerns are what am I going to wear tomorrow, or what am I going to have for lunch, not necessarily am I going to have lunch. And it just means the world to me, and I think that a lot of people take that for granted. I'm also grateful for the fact that I can sit right here in front of a camera and share this with practically anyone in the world who cares to listen. That information is virtually at our fingertips, that we can access pretty much anything that we want at any moment of the day. Knowledge is infinitely times closer to the average person than it was 100 years ago. That we are in a progressive age. We're not just technology and science are moving at a faster pace, but also we're coming together. That despite social misunderstandings that I foresee within the decade, people will be stronger and closer together. I'm sure there are other things that I'm grateful for, but those are the main ones. I mean, I could list every individual thing that I appreciate, things that I have that other people don't, but I think those are the ones that just truly leave me glad that I've had this opportunity. Well, it's getting late, and I have some editing to do. So, take care, and I shall see you soon.